Good morning, chat. I need to stop hitting the wrong button when I do that. I literally have my keys set up so that it's like the first button I press is hotkey number 1, and then my be right back is hotkey number 2, and then the calc screen is key number 3, and the game screen is key number 4. But I keep hitting key number 2 because it's the only one that doesn't have a camera on it, so my brain keeps assuming that it's 1, and that's incorrect. Hi folks, welcome to stream. I still have to take my hormones, so I'm gonna do that real quick. By some act of God, we managed to figure out the calc to get into Shoal Cave. Which, like, you know, I know that April starts every stream by saying it's time to do the hardest fight in Run and Bun, but like, I'm forgetting their names. The two girls guarding the entrance to Shoal Cave are a right proper nightmare of a double battle. The kind of fight that's typically meant to be taken on after you do Tate and Liza's gym and get an increase to your level cap. So the fact that we had the tools and the patience to figure out how to get past them, it's got me feeling real proud of myself. And I can only hope that our hard work is rewarded with a cool-ass guy. You might remember 2 streams ago when I'm like, I really want to get Avalug, and we got Starmie instead. So the reason I wanted Avalug, hi Rose, didn't know you were streaming today. It's Saturday. I know my stream schedule's been all sort of out of whack, but I do normally stream on Saturdays. It is Saturday, right? Oh shit, chat. Little man hopped on my lap. We might have Little Man as my co-pilot. I don't keep track. That's fine. Again, and even if you did try to keep track, my stream schedule's been so out of whack for the past, like, 2 months. I would not blame anyone for being kind of out of the loop. But anyways, 2 streams ago where I'm like, I really hope we get Avalug. It's not necessarily because Avalug is some incredibly useful Pokemon, though it does definitely have its quirks. A base defense of 184 and access to Heavy Slam with a weight of like 200 or like 525 kilograms. Like, a really solid guy. But, oh, there he goes. The main reason we wanted it is because it is on the encounter table for the outer rooms of Shoal Cave. And in those outer rooms, there is Sneasler, an S-tier Elite Four Pokemon. Hisuian Gudra and Hisuian Sliggoo, also an S-tier Elite Four tier Pokemon. Mega Audino is alright. Grimmsnarl is a dark type and a fairy type. Really solid. Newt, welcome to stream. Love to see your face in here. We're about to do a really complicated double battle to get access to an encounter. But yeah, so there's those guys. But then, like, on the bottom end, you have Avalug, you have Alolan Sandslash, you have Mamoswine. Oh, hey, I'm at work, so you're muted, but know that your presence is making science happen. Oh, yippee. Hello, science. It's me.
My beast is in the way.
Oh, the beast has leapt onto the wife's desk. Oh, and it's Java, too. I really love... Chat, like, it seems like we're kind of hitting a point where Little Beast is my beast and Big Beast is Wife Beast. Like, Java loves to hang out with Mint Mod, and I get Cedar hopping into my lap while I'm at the computer all the time. Hi, Chris's. Fun, can't stick around, but I hope it goes well. Well, I mean, thankfully, we already have the fight pre-calc, so I don't know how long you can stick around, but hopefully you get to see us do it. But yeah. So, Mamoswine is kind of a miss. Alolan Sandslash is kind of a miss. See, the funny thing is that if we get Avalug, it's not the worst thing in the world. Because while it's not an incredible encounter, it is a really good dupe for Seafloor Cavern. If we don't go for the Primarina room. Wow, so many. 15 streams. Thank you for your streak, Pio, even if you can't hear me. What does Starmie look like, by the way? You mean like Starmie the Pokemon or like the stats of our Starmie? Stats-wise? Like its base stats or specifically like the IVs on ours? Cause ours is a pretty good Starmie, all things considered. Minus attack plus defense. We got 31 speed, 30 SPDF, 10 in special attack, but that's not awful. Like the 31 speed is really the important one because Starmie is actually really, really fast. Hail, doubles. Duraludon's interesting. Because Duraludon's a steel type, dragon type, you know, similar to Hisui and Gudra. It's just, it doesn't quite hit the same. Who is it? Who was my Starmie? I don't have the thing open right now. Here, I'll bust open MGBA, why not? Where's my remote? Let's see. We named Starmie. Melior. Melior? There would have been an umlaut over the E, but that's not in the keyboard for Emerald. But yeah. So, I believe we have the line, so let's review. Senior, junior, Kim and Iris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, we need on our team in slot 1, Togedemaru. In slot 2, Lucario. We actually don't want Togedemaru. We need Walrein. Walrein, Lucario. Then we need Togedemaru. Swap Walrein to Toge. Need Spiky Shield. Swap Togedemaru to Bascu Legion. And then eventually swap Lucario to Dragonite. And then we kind of have a free extra slot. So we can in theory bring our most sackable guy that isn't cast form because we kind of need cast form to be good at dying later. Did I update Houndoom's level in this? I did. Good. Unfortunately, we don't really have any... As Hannah has said before, we don't really have any do-nothings. Which is funny. Like... we could probably bring Dreadnought as a guy to sack if we need to. Bring like Dreadnought with zoom lens. We shouldn't need it. Like, I'm pretty sure this line is perfectly consistent. But what we are going to do is we are going to get Togedemaru here to level 77. We are going to get Lucario to 85. Everyone else is fine because they're also all already like high levels. So, first out on the field is Alolan Ninetales and Medicham. Ninetales is going to set up Hail, Medicham is Medicham. We are going to pre-damage Walrein to 34 HP. Reason for this is because it means that it always shows a kill to Medicham with specifically Fake Out. As well as showing a kill to Alolan Ninetales with Moonblast, but not Blizzard or Icy Wind. This is important because even though Medicham sees a kill with all of its moves, Fake Out's special priority means that if it's the first turn on the field and it has a kill with Fake Out, it will always try to kill with Fake Out. This is very good for us. So it will Fake Out into Walrein. We will swap Wall Rain to Togedemaru, who has been bumped up to level 77. This is so that way Togedemaru always shows at least 76% to Jinx's Aura Sphere. We'll get to that in a minute. Togedemaru takes Moonblast, Togedemaru takes Fake Out. Lucario, because Ninetales sees a kill, it's not setting up Aurora Veil, so Lucario is going to KO Ninetales with Meteor Mash. Once Ninetales goes down, the AI is going to look at the Walrein / Togedemaru slot to see what comes in next. Togedemaru is faster than Frostmoth, so even if Frostmoth saw a kill, it probably won't come in next. Confirming also... Okay, good. Togedemaru is in fact slower than all of these things. Honestly, half of the value of keeping Togedemaru low level is so that way it underspeeds things. To, like, be better at showing kills. But yeah. Jinx is going to hit the field. Jinx could click Fake Out, but because even though Lucario shows a kill to Jinx with Meteor Mash, it is not a fast kill, so Fake Out does not get its special AI trigger to try to prevent a thing from fast killing it. So it will simply notice that Aura Sphere always one-hit KOs Togedemaru. We have done the math so that the lowest damage is 12% from Fake Out, the lowest damage from Moonblast is 26%, and no matter how much damage we take, Togedemaru heals with a Citrus Berry, and always stays at 75% of its max HP or less. So that way, Aura Sphere never doesn't see a kill. And I don't believe we could ever get put into a situation where we show a kill to Blizzard, because we're also trying to keep Toge out of showing a kill to Zen Headbutt, and I think there's like a very rare situation where that could happen after we KO Jinx. Point is, because Jinx sees a KO on Toge, it's going to click Fake Out into it. Metacham at this point sees a fast kill on Togedemaru and a slow kill on Lucario. It prioritizes fast kills over slow kills. For this reason, Togedemaru is going to click Spiky Shield. Metacham will close combat into Togedemaru, dealing nothing. Jinx will Aura Sphere into Togedemaru, doing nothing. Lucario will Meteor Mash Jinx, taking it off the field. Once Jinx goes down, the AI will then see the next thing that can KO Togedemaru is Alolan Sandslash. It will enter the field. Alolan Sandslash sees a fast kill on Lucario and a fast kill on Togedemaru, so it's going to attack into either one of them. Metacham should only see close combat kills into Togedemaru, never Zen Headbutt, definitely never Rock Slide. So Metacham is going to hit Toge with a fighting move. Alolan Sandslash is kind of swinging wild. Thankfully, Lucario has a priority move called Vacuum Wave, and with a black belt, it is always a one-hit KO on Alolan Sandslash. So we KO it before it has a chance to do anything. We swap Toge to Basculegion to blank close combat. This side is, or they're looking at Basculegion to determine what to swap in. Frostmoth sees that it is slower than Basculegion and is outdamaged by it. And it sees that Magmar is faster than Basculegion and outdamaged by it. So even though Basculegion threatens a kill on it with Liquidation, Magmortar will come in next simply because it wants to be faster than the slot it's looking at. At this point, neither Magmortar or Metacham will see a kill on Basculegion. They will both see kills on Lucario. For Magmortar, it will be with either Heat Wave or Flamethrower. With Metacham, it will always be close combat. So, we are going to swap Lucario to Dragonite. We are going to have Basculegion click Liquidation into Magmortar. Basculegion has been pre-toxic, so that way Flame Body can't burn it. And it'll take it out in one hit. Magmortar will still get to attack, but Basculegion taking a critical hit Heat Wave, plus Toxic for 2 rounds, plus Hail for 2 rounds, does not die, does not risk baiting moves weird. It KOs Magmortar. Dragonite, of course, can take a critical hit Heat Wave like nobody's business, and can take a critical hit Close Combat like nobody's business. We have pre-frozen Dragonite, so that way we don't need to worry about being burned, because the attack that is going into Lucario is always a Fire-type attack, be that Heat Wave or Flamethrower, never Thunderbolt, never Weather Ball. The attack will always thaw Dragonite. Very important. This is just to prevent Dragonite from being burned. Once that's done, Dragonite and Basculegion will be on the field. They will send in Frostmoth last. Now, Frostmoth is annoying because it has Shield Dust and a Focus Sash, so it's really hard to kill without letting it set up Aurora Veil or click a powerful move. Thankfully, Dragonite has Dual Wing Beat, a move that hits twice, and thus can circumvent Focus Sash. So, currently, Medicham is the fastest thing on the field, sees a KO on Dragonite with Rock Slide. However, between 4 turns of Hail Chip, 2 punches into Togedemaru's Iron Barbs and Spiky Shield, and dropping its own defenses from using Close Combat into Dragonite, Medicham is now weak enough to be killed with Shadow Sneak on Basculegion, a priority move. So Basculegion goes first, knocks out Medicham with Shadow Sneak. Dragonite is slightly faster than Frostmoth, gets the KO with Dual Wing Beat. That should be the fight. That should be the fight. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to be really embarrassed about that, but that should be the fight. Okay. Let's get into it. I sippy my coffee. I assemble my team. So where is Walrein already on the team? It is. So Walrein, Lucario, Togedemaru. We already have Basculegion, so grab D-Knight. And then we technically don't need a 6th Pokemon, so we'll grab Dreadnought, who is our most eminently sackable guy. So there is one thing I do kind of want to consider, which is that there are also some optional trainers between us and Seafloor Cavern. I don't think they're that hard to dodge. But there is a part of me that's kind of like, maybe I should take care of these guys first. Because let me see. Yeah, walks in circles. So I think as long as we cling to the rocks, we should be fine. I don't believe Ernest can ever encounter us, and Nolan walks left and right in a pretty predictable pattern. Let me look at Nolan's team real quick. Runandbun, trainer battles. So Nolan has a Cloyster and a Starmie. I mean, I'm pretty sure Cloyster just dies to Vacuum Wave. Cloyster, blank set, 75 versus Lucario. Dies to Vacuum Wave. And Aura Sphere. And Close Combat, shockingly. Like, it's got Shell Armor, but... Yeah, I might fight Nolan just to be, like, extra safeties here, because it'd be really embarrassing to lose a guy. Also, because I think Cloyster can explode. So, having to, like, swap around if one comes in. Yeah, Hydro Pump, Liquidation, Ice Beam, Explosion. Hydro Pump. Liquidation. Ice Beam. Cloyster, why do you have a speed of 70? That feels too high. Explosion. The nice thing is that actually if it booms on Lucario, it doesn't even kill on a crit. Because, oh no, its attack stat's decent. We just have the bulk Lucario. We would, oh wait, set to doubles. That would be why. Yeah, so I do think I really want to quickly take care of these guys. Cloyster has ability... Battle Armor. shell armor, so no crits. And then no held item, nothing else. Export, import. Because we have to manually do Starmie here, so we'll get a second tab open. So actually, I guess I won't get rid of this. Starmie, blank set. Okay. Now, presumably, Starmie has the same moves that our Starmie does. What's stability? Natural Cure. Nice. Don't even have to worry about analytic bug. Because Starmies are really fucking annoying to kill. Starmie has Hydro Pump, Psychic, Recover. Honestly, this thing is barely more dangerous than the Starmie that we caught, realistically. Ice Beam. Yeah. It does need black glasses to kill. Well, because, like, okay, Starmie hits the field versus Lucario. We do have to remember that it's using Smart Kid AI. So yeah, it's clicking either Hydro Pump or Psychic. Always Hydro Pump, actually. Which means we can afford to let Greninja hold the Life Orb. Cool, the classic Talon Soul 1-2. Yeah, nothing crazy here. And the nice thing is that Greninja is faster than it. Okay. So, oh god, I just realized, chat, you didn't see me do any of those calcs. Sorry. I've been really bad about that recently. Okay. So really quickly, we are going to grab Greninja. And then, like, probably Hisui and Electrode. And then, like, Hydro Pump, Psychic, Recover, Ice Beam. Hello, Java. Do you need something, my son? He's just under the monitor to where I can't quite grab him. Java. Java. Oh, there he goes. Well, anyways. Well, that just happened. I'll grab Kalen. And then, like, Willow. Yeah, I just don't have any dark moves that aren't super frail. And yeah, we'll definitely keep Basque Legion on the team. Okay. Really quickly, we're going to get Lucario up to level 85, because we were going to do that anyways. Lucario into Cloyster, outspeeds one-hit KOs with Aura Sphere. And then Soul probably just needs black glasses, right? Only needs black glasses to kill with Dark Pulse. give a Mystic Water to Diosa. Because, well, maybe not a Mystic Water. We should probably do Spell Tag. Honestly, actually, an Asperban. Well, I have to remember they don't click random moves. They do click highest damage move. So yeah, Basculegion, Spell Tag. Okay. Should probably heal before we do that too. Okay. So I believe this is the only trainer we realistically need to worry about. Repellent is deactivated. Repellent is activated. So we go up to these rocks. Honestly, I would love to just kind of hang out and see if that one girl does pass around here. She does not. So I don't think that guy can encounter us because we aren't connected to a land tile. I'm still gonna wait for him to look up. Yeah. This guy is so fucking easy to dodge, but like, I ain't taking no chances. Talon, Black Belt, Aura Sphere. Hey, Daggerman. We are just clearing out an optional before doing the fight guarding Shoal Cave. Dark Pulse, Black Glasses. You doing Plat Kaizo next? I've been thinking about if I gotta try Plat Kaizo. I'll admit, the Kaizo titled names scare me more than Run and Bun does. Hold on. Out comes Cloyster. Out comes Talon. Cloyster cannot be crit, that's fine. Aura Sphere fast kills it anyways. Down it goes. Out comes Starmie. Starmie C's highest damaging move is Hydro Pump, which does at most 36% to Soul without crit. Swap the Soul. Hydro Pump. Youch! We outspeed one hit KO with Dark Pulse. But yeah, no, Plat Kaizo, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little curious. I'm a little interested, but I don't know, because it's gonna be even longer than Run and Bun. Like, undeniably longer than Run and Bun. Especially because it lacks a lot of the kind of, like, pre-understood tech that Run and Bun has. Like, with me playing it after, like, 3 years of it being the big Nuzlocke game. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, now that we've got that fight done, let's actually get our team assembled for Shoal Cave. Ninetales, Alola is Senior and Junior, Kim and Iris. Full screen. Okay, so the history of Kaizo and its transference to Pokemon is kind of seamless on the currently available project. Exactly, it's like, look, I don't know. Because, like, I never tried EK. And I have heard that I think Run and Bun is arguably harder than EK, but, like, it's hard in a different way. Where it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Gesundheit. Alright, chat, cross your fingers that I understand how this fight works and that I did my math right. Where is my Dragonite? There you are. And Dreadnought. Excited, but I'm definitely not jumping to it when it comes out. Satino? What does that mean? Pre-damage Dreadnought 50% max HP. Oh, bless you in Portuguese. Interesting. Wife, you have been blessed. Wife says gracias. Specifically, the female version. Huh. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. Basket Legion's already on the team. Oh, God. Automod's gotten so much better about not getting people for silly words. I'm shocked you got for anal. Portuguese is very anal about its male and females. Not very much, not very about envies, though. Oh, to be non-binary and stuck in a Latin language country. Because that's like pretty much all of the Romance languages are heavily gendered, right? Wife is nodding her head. Okay. Bag that. Bag that. It's amazing that English isn't, honestly. So, first we are going to apply status. We are going to freeze our Deirdre. We need to get Togedemaru up to level 77. Okay. We need to pre-toxic Basket Legion. Toxic slot 4. Good. Now we are going to set Laylaps's HP down to 114. So pre-damage. Slot 6. Right. Slot number, desired HP, yeah. 144. This is to make sure that Diosa dies to Zen Headbutt if we need to bring Diosa in to potentially take a Zen Headbutt. Hi, I'm back with audio now for the encounter. Welcome back, Pio. We are about to go do the fight. We haven't actually done the encounter yet. I was clearing out one optional in the way just to make sure we didn't run into any issues. Now, the other thing is that we pre-damage slot 1 to 34. Chat, I really hope I understand how this fight works. I really, really hope I understand how this fight works. Because if I'm wrong, it could be bad. Okay. Havara doesn't need an item. Talon currently has the black belt. Maisie needs a citrus berry. As does Deirdre. Diosa needs the Mystic Water, not the spell tag. And Laylaps, the TM Swagger for the funnies. Again, we should not need to sacrifice Laylaps. Laylaps is just like we have a spare team slot, so we're bringing Laylaps in case Togedemaru gets like the 1 in 50,000 world where it takes too much damage. Confirming, repellent is deactivated. Repellent is activated. I can't tell which way is facing me. I think he's facing away. No, now he is facing me. Okay. We heal Basket Legion just to be extra safeties. I'm sorry that your son loves you. Oh, yeah, no, he's pulled it off his tower like 4 times in the past 2 days. Alright. I really need to use the restroom, but I'm gonna save it for after the fight. So, Walrein slot needs to look at the Ninetales slot. 34 HP, full HP, level 85 has Black Belt, level 77 has Citrus Berry. Pre-Toxic has Mystic Water, level 85. Pre-Frozen has Citrus Berry, has Dual Wing Beat. Lay Lapse. I've had a Lay Lapse and Lay Judgment. Lay Mao. Alright. Yeah, Modest Togedemaru, it hurt, but honestly, Maisie's done fine. Thankfully, it has a really good bulk, and that's, I would consider, even more important. Send it! Alright, chat, if I did this, if I understand this fight wrong, we wipe. So let's hope we don't wipe. Ninetales in slot 1. Ravara and Lucario. Confirming. Everyone is looking at the correct slot. So, turn 1. Medicham sees a KO on Havara with all of its moves, but since one of those moves is Fake Out, it's always going to click Fake Out. Havara has just enough HP to not show a kill to Blizzard on Ninetales, but does show a kill to Moonblast. We are going to swap Havara to Maisie. Talon is going to click Meteor Mash to KO Ninetales. It does not matter if we get the attack boost. Please be Fake Out. Fake Out, okay. No crit? Okay, good. No crit means that we don't need to worry about sacking Lay Lapse. And Moonblast. Okay. Down goes Ninetales. Now, looking at the Maisie slot, next in should be Jinx, who sees a KO with Aura Sphere. Even if we, Maisie gets Citrus Berry healing this turn. Did not proc Citrus, it was like right on the line. Out comes Jinx. While Jinx has Fake Out, Jinx sees a fast KO on Maisie with Aura Sphere, so it is incentivized to go for that instead of Fake Out standard +9. Medicham sees a slow kill on Lucario, a fast kill on Togedemaru, so it is going to go for the fast kill on Togedemaru with close combat. Maisie is going to click Spiky Shield. Lucario is going to click Meteor Mash to KO Jinx. Please be Aura Sphere. Good, okay. Please be into Maisie. Good. Okay. Maisie's gonna take some Hail Chip, which will proc her Citrus Berry. I'm like, there's no way that didn't proc Citrus. I think everyone just has to take their Hail Chip. Okay. Out comes a Lowland Sandslash for fast kill. Sandslash sees a fast kill on Maisie and a fast kill on Lucario. Medicham is still going to CC into Maisie. We are going to swap Maisie to Diosa, who takes no damage from close combat. Talon is going to click Vacuum Wave into Alolan Sand Slash. Thanks to Black Belt, that is going to be a priority plus, or a +1 priority, 1-hit KO. Nice. Does not affect Diosa. Now, Diosa shows fast out damage to Frostmoth and a slow out damage to Magmortar, so it should be Magmortar in next. Excellent. Neither Magmortar or Medicham see a KO on Diosa, so they are both going to attack Lucario. Magmortar could be Flamethrower or Heat Wave. Diosa is fine taking a critical hit Heat Wave. But no matter what, the attack will be targeted at Talon, assuming it's Flamethrower. Medicham is going to use Close Combat into Talon to go for Slow Kill. Diosa is going to click Liquidation for a Slow Kill into Magmortar. We are going to swap Talon to Deirdre, who should get thawed out by any Fire-type attack. Heat Wave. Deirdre was defrosted, and that prevents Deirdre from being burned. We take at most like 50% from a crit close combat. Okay, I think that's the ball game. Deirdre gets healed. Diosa does Liquidation. Because we are toxic, we cannot be burned by Flame Body. And lastly, in comes Frostmoth. Now, we have a slight problem. Medicham sees a fast kill on Deirdre and is faster than both of our Pokemon, and Frostmoth has Blizzard that does a fuckload of damage to both of them. Thankfully, Diosa has Shadow Sneak, and after the defense drop from Close Combat, plus the Hail Chip, plus the 2 hits into Togedemaru, does in fact die to Shadow Sneak, a priority move. Frostmoth has a Focus Sash, which would make it really hard to kill, but Deirdre has Dual Wing Beat, and is faster than it, so hit 1 will knock down half of its HP, and then the second hit will kill, ignoring the Focus Sash. That's Kim and Iris. Let's fucking go. Hold on, I'm getting a screenshot of that for Hannah. April, that was such a cool battle to watch. Thank you, Kyo. Honestly, it was really technical, all things considered. A lot of moving parts for that one. A lot of plates to spin, accounting for hail damage and all that. Now, that being said, I really need to use the bathroom, so I will be right back. Okay, I return. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of being able to figure out Kim and Iris pre-beating Kate and Liza. That was a fucking toughie. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really scared that I don't know how I could have misunderstood something along the way, but that's kind of the thing with Run and Bun, right? You get jump scared with mechanics that you didn't understand how they worked. It was all perfectly under control. So, let's go find ourselves an encounter. First things first, trash that cloister. So we have Sliggoo, Duraludon, Mamoswine, Goodra, Hisuian or Alolan Sandslash, Grimmsnarl, and I now do need to add both forms of Avalugg. Also, did the game audio get louder? No, but I feel like it did. I'm gonna turn it down a little. So, we do now need to add both forms of Avalugg, because those are possible to encounter here, and they are different. So, Avalugg, blank set. Master sheet. Shoal Cave. What level are these guys? 72. Okay. So this guy here has Icicle Crash, Heavy Slam, Double Edge, and Avalanche. I imagine Basculegion's probably really good at sitting on this guy. Yeah, none of those moves do a lot of damage. Cool. And notably, it blanks Double Edge. Okay, and your ability options are Own Tempo or Ice Body. Doesn't really matter which, so we'll just have it set to Own Tempo. Export, import. Wait. Now I wonder if I have... Okay, so that saved me time. Strong Jaw or Ice Body, we will set it to Strong Jaw. Your moves: Icicle Crash, Heavy Slam, Stone Edge, or Avalanche. So, question: can I have Hisuian Avalugg and regular Avalugg? I can. Epic. Okay. So that is everyone. So the nice thing is that there is one Pokemon we don't need to worry about calcing for, which is Sneasler themselves, because Sneasler is a Hisui Pokemon, and when Run and Bun came out, the Hisui Pokemon didn't have their modern catch rates in mainline Pokemon games. They only had their catch rates for Legends Arceus. And to make the gameplay of Legends Arceus a lot smoother, they gave things pretty high capture rates. So, Sneasler has a catch rate of 135, which means it is a guaranteed catch in a Quick Ball turn 1. Just want to confirm that. Might ask Run and Bun Cord. Over, Quill, and Sneasler are 100% catches in Quick Balls. Yeah? Just to make sure. Because I would bug Hannah, but I think Hannah's asleep right now. But I do still have the catch calculator she gave me. Where it's like, okay, so assuming status mod is 1, catch rate is 135, I'm going to... Okay, yeah. Someone has responded over Quill and Sneasler, 100% catches. Because I do believe it is a ball mod of 5 in this game. Yeah, which comes out to like exactly 1.0. Now, out of curiosity, if I set its HP to 200, and then got it down to 100, and then I used something like Dusk Ball that only has a 3.5, also a guaranteed catch. Nice. I'm going to import Sneasler just in case. 75. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? 7. Wait. 6, 7? Is that how you do it? Is that how you stay young, chat? Okay, so we've got good old gunk shot. We've got close combat. We've got knockoff. We've got fake out. And its ability is always inner focus. This thing's so fucking cracked, dude. Like, yeah, the fact that this thing one-hit KOs bulk Cario with close combat at a 13 level disadvantage. Alright, that was a funnier response than I expected. Yay! Okay. So, we now need to confirm, under ideal conditions, who is best for fighting all these guys. Or I suppose we need to confirm, can Electros go a single round against all of them for Super Fang purposes? And believe it or not, yes. If I was gonna say, if Electros can live around against Sneasler, it can live around against anything. Literally the only funny 6-7 joke ever. Fuck yeah. Okay. So, thankfully, I don't think Sligoo is too difficult to worry about. Bligoo. Sligoo. Hisuian. Yeah. Doesn't do that much damage, but it does have infestation, so for that reason, we probably have to give Electros a shed shell. So, let me just... because we don't want it to get trapped against... Because even if Sligoo isn't that dangerous, it does still, like, have a catch rate of 45, so it can be a little difficult. And thankfully we don't need to worry about that with Goodra. Duraludon. Ooh, could one-hit KO Electros with a crit Draco Meteor. So we might need to consider Walrein for the job. I think we bring Walrein no matter what. I think she's pretty good at living just about anything. We also notably actually can't Super Fang Duraludon because of Metal Burst. Metal Burst is like both type counter. I don't think that Metal Burst can kill anything is the thing though. Like if it were to turn 1 Metal Burst and we cut its HP in half, we take half of its HP times 50%. So we would take like 150, give or take. So I think we're fine actually. Okay. And this is only under, like, max special attack, critical hit, high roll Draco Meteor. Duraludon. Mammoth Swine. Walrein can live superpower. I think even if it's adamant, right? Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so Walrein's an option, as is Electros. Mammo Swammo. Goodra. Okay, good. Goodra does not kill Electros. Does not kill Walrein either. So that's nice. Yeah, so depending on the Pokemon, we can Thunder Wave with Electros and then swap to Walrein to get the Super Fang, which I think is probably how we play this. Sandslash is one of the more dangerous ones. Thankfully, does not kill Electros. Does not kill Walrein. Walrein's actually really good at bulking this, because Walrein isn't that fast, and Water type makes Steel attacks neutral. Cool. Okay. So, definitely good. Grimmsnarl. No, not Blank Set. Yeah, obviously these two are going to be fine. Grimmsnarl's powerful, but it's not that powerful. And then Avalugg. Absolutely fine for Walrein. Absolutely fine for Electros. Custom, Avalugg, Hisui. Yeah, Stone Edge could be problematic for Walrein. Shockingly enough, Walrein always lives a Stone Edge. We don't need to worry about Avalanche. Like, hold on. Is that 60? Okay. So an important thing to note is that Avalanche is actually always 120 base power. But that still doesn't kill Electros. Good. Okay, now I guess we need to figure out who else is good for sitting on these guys. Thankfully, for these two, honestly, like... Walrein, well, okay, Walrein takes a lot from Stone Edge, actually. So the nice thing is that Avalanche... Because they need to take damage for Avalanche to get the boosted damage, so throwing Pokeballs doesn't count. Stone Edge does too much. Oh, this thing's actually going to be, like, kind of hard to catch, isn't it? This is a level 72. Oh, wait a second. Auto refresh. Okay, I was going to say, I'm like, damn, a lot of our guys are really weak to this dude. That's strange. That being said, we're not exactly, like, souped up here. Why do we not have auto refresh on? Okay. Slowbro's pretty dang good here. And if Slowbro's good against Hisui and Avalugg, I imagine it's good against a regular Avalugg using a slightly more powerful move that doesn't have stab. So, probably bring Walrein. Oh yeah. Also, it like does basically no damage to Electros and Walrein. It's got like a catch rate of like, I think also 45 or like 55. It's not that bad. Damn, Lucario actually bulks Avalugg so fucking good. That's really funny. Okay. So that's the lug. I know that Corviknight is good for a lot of these guys. I was looking to see if I had a Pokemon that could single-handedly help me do any of these catches, and Corviknight was kind of who I was landing on. It has Roost. It's immune to ground type attacks. Unless it clicks Roost. So, like, yeah. Let's see. Sligoo. Oop. Yeah, Corviknight's good there. Duraludon. Also really good. Yeah. So I think we can bring Corviknight for these guys. Slowbro can't quite tank that, but I imagine Grand will probably... Well, Steel moves. Yeah, hold on a sec. Excadrill's pretty nice. Not Noivern. I think we kind of have to settle for Corviknight, but, like, settle is in very large air quotes here. We can literally PP stall Draco Meteor. Yeah, I think Corviknight can handle Duraludon on its own, more or less. Mamoswine. Oh, well, also, Goodra. Slipper's pretty good. Corviknight's also really good for Goodra. I think we give Corviknight a Lepa Berry in case we need to roost a bunch, but yeah. Lepa Berry. Also, obviously, we give Slowbro a Lepa Berry. Okay, so Mamoswine. Slowbro can both Mamoswine really well. Corviknight can kinda sit on it a little. Gyarados is like... Mamoswine's abilities are like Thick Fat or I think Oblivious. Yeah, so it might be immune to Intimidate. Thankfully, oh, Mamoswine only has a catch rate of 50. Yeah, Gyarados is probably the best answer for it. Like, even if Intimidate doesn't... Well, hold on. Nah, Basculegion takes too much from Earthquake. Though we're probably still bringing Basculegion no matter what, I think. Grimmsnarl is the last one we gotta worry about. Oh, and Alolan Sandslash. Sandslash Alola. Oh yeah, we established Walrein can just kind of sit on it. As can Slowbro. Okay, cool. Grimmsnarl. There's also the chance for Audino, but Audino literally has a catch rate of 255. I think we can get that one. Corviknight, Gyarados. Oh, shit. Hey, Sour. I don't know if you saw, but we beat Kim and the other one. I keep forgetting their names. Feeling pretty good about that. I keep saying, because I do. Fire, I hope you get a goat. I'm really hoping. I've been, like, begging everyone, like, send me your Sneasler luck, please. Okay, Torterra is pretty good for Grimmsnarl. Yeah, Torterra can kind of just sit on it, click Synthesis if it needs. But also, like, Walrein and Electros and Corviknight do a decent enough job. Yeah. I got Gooey Hoodra, who's been decent, would have been amazing with Shelmer, but it's okay. Like Hoodra, that's a cute thing to call it. I'm really hoping for Sneasler because our box is really lacking both fake out users and like fast knockoff users. Just like getting something that's that fast and can just be gone item. Something that absolutely fucking dunks on Focus Sash, guys. I just think that'd be really nice. Do I really need Torterra just for Grimmsnarl is the thing. Yeah. Because the problem with Grimmsnarl is that it's kind of useless for half of the Pokemon that spawn here, because they all have an Ice-type attack. Yeah. Maybe actually... No, can't bring Turtonator either, I don't think. I do kind of like Granbull. Ledian's really funny, but... I mean, okay, Torterra can come against, like, Grimmsnarl, Outrage, Power-Up, Dragon Pulse, Iron Tail, probably against Udra. The team prep doesn't matter here because you're hitting Sneasler and Quick Balling. Better safe than dead, you know? Duraludon, do you do that much into Torterra? Yeah, you do. I think it'll be fine. I think, because Turtonator's arguably even worse than Torterra. Like, Sliggoo, Kudra. Okay. The fact that Torterra can sit on Hoodra is pretty dang nice. Yeah, Iron Tail makes it so that I can't beat this thing with just Granbull. Yeah, fuck it. We'll bring Torterra. Though I don't think I'll bring Torterra with Lepaberry. I think I'll bring Torterra with Citrus Berry. Alright. Squad obtained. Thank you once again, Bulky Lucario, for being exactly what we needed and also really fast. That fight was only possible because Lucario is faster than Medicham. We need Electros. Walrein. Slowbro. Corviknight. Gyarados. And Tortellini. So, the only thing that has a trapping move is Sliggoo. So I think I'm only going to worry about giving Electros a Shed Shell, because I don't think Electros is at risk of getting KO'd, like, by getting hit by Infestation and then another move. So I don't think we need to worry about swapping to, like, Havara for additional... Like, we can just go from Jane, do our 2 things, and then swap to Willow. So I don't need to give Ulara, or, sorry, not Ulara, that's our Beware. Havara. I'm thingamajig. So, Shed Shell. Havara, you get a Citrus. Kaylin and Willow both get Leppas. Aramaya also gets a Citrus. And Turtle gets a Citrus. Okay. Okay. Repellent is deactivated. Repellent is activated. Chat, I need you to send me so much luck right now. I need every blessing that you can muster. I know it doesn't matter if he's looking at us, but we play it as safe as possible. Don't need to worry about you. Saving the game, even though we literally just beat them. Okay. Welcome to Shoal Cave. Suppose I should get it open in the maps, but... Away, So we are in the entrance room. We do not want to take our encounter here. We want to head to one of the inner rooms. I was going to say, Sour, if you're here, I would love to get you to confirm that I am, in fact, going to the right location for the good encounter table. We also do get to explore a little bit. There are no trainers in here. There's just a guy who can give us the shell bell. I don't think there are any items up here. Yeah, no. There is the heal pulse TM back in the top right corner, but that's a later thing. So I believe this counts as one of the inner rooms. We are currently at high tide. Where do I want to go for this? I want to go there. For the good table, you need low tide? I thought it was just ooh, hold on. Can I get that by just changing my computer clock? Because, like, I know that there's, like, the lower floor, the ice room. That's what I did, yeah? Okay. There's a way in MGBA also? Okay. Hold on. I'm being told by a chatter that you need low tide for the good. Either way, you probs need to leave the cave, right? Well, if I can do it at high tide. I mean, at the very least, I'm gonna go grab a heal pulse while we're here. I'm being told by a chatter that you need low tide for the good. Encounter table in Shoal Cave. Is this true? So I don't want to fuck this up for obvious reasons. Oh, I do see what you mean, though, because, yeah, this does have a water here, so theoretically... Oh, yeah, it does say entrance/inner. You're totally right, Sour. Good catch. Yeah, I totally would have fucked this up. I'm gonna delete my comment. Question got answered. That being said, we may as well get heal pulse while we're here. And also get some shoal shells. I believe we need 4 of those. Yeah, so in order to get a special item, chat, you need 4 shoal shells and 4 shoal salt. Shoal salt. 6, 7. Okay, let me confirm. I got that one, I got this one, and I can get the last 2 on here. Cool. And you can only get the salt during low tide and the shells during high tide. So, you know, you say it might be accessible either way, but I don't see a way that I could get there, so I'm inclined to believe you. Because this doesn't, like, get me up the steps. Wait, what's this item? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Rare candy. And that is shoal shell number 4. But yeah, because, like, from the entrance, there's no way to get, down. Yeah. Everything keeps you stuck to the lower level to, like, make it to the ladders. Yeah, okay, that's high tide. So, you know, what confuses me is that I don't see Shoal Cave Ice Room. So, I don't know where that is. We can get the ice gem over here. I'll assume it's the room that has the ice gem? Like... Filter... PDFs and images, search... I'm Slothy99. Ice Room is also below the tide. I figured that much at least. Because is it the lower room where the shoal shell guy is? Because, okay. I see entrances 106 and 107. All take me to this room. So where does 105 take me? That's 108 is Shoal Cave proper. 105 is the inner room. I pull the other room tables in the room with the black belt who gives fighting gem. Okay. Cool. Oh, I do see 141. So, let me... Is it just, like, inexplicably separate from everything else? Because, yeah, it's, it seems like it's map 141. While the rest of these are like 107, or like 105 through 110. Shoal Cave, Low Tide, Ice Room. Okay. Oh, the shell bell is just there. That's funny. Okay, yeah. Thankfully, the ice room does, in fact, look really distinct. I don't know why that one map is separate from all of the other maps, but fuck it. Okay, so yeah, in order to get it, we do need to set it to low tide, though. So, how the fuck do we do that? I heard it was in the scripting. Update your exports, hidden, perfect them on, set a move, set a nature, set a species, set an ability, set a held item to catch, level up. For the commands that update them on stats, you have to put them on in and out of the box till whatever the stat changes. Okay, so that's not what I want. So I guess do I just close the emulator, change my computer time? In MGABA, go to Tools, Game Pack, Sensors, Modify, Start Time by intervals of 6 hours, and re-enter the cave. Okay, Tools, Game Pack, Sensors. Oh, okay. So start time. Oh, wait, no. I mean, if it's set to system time, then I wonder if I just set my system time ahead, if that'll do it immediately. Adjust date and time. Turn off set time zones automatically. Turn off set time automatically. Change time manually. So we will set it to 5:50 in the afternoon. Hilarious how that immediately fixed it. Cool. I didn't even have to reset the game. Yeah, no, chat. For those of you who'd ever played Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Shoal Cave is a really cool dungeon that only works while your game still has a working clock battery. It's really sad if you lose it. As a kid, I never knew how to get Snowrunt and Glalie because they're only in the ice room, and you could only access that at low tide, and my game was locked into high tide permanently. Still like an item over here? No, thing wouldn't mention it. Okay. So, looks like we're good to just walk up through here. Okay. 106. Oh, that's the stairs room. Got it. So we do need to worry about that in a minute. But for right now, yeah, we'll just do this room, which should have the black belt. Now, that being said, I don't want to encounter him. I don't want to do my encounter in this room. I want to loop around to the other side. So, walk over here, not over there. Wait, how do we get over there? I see. We go into here. Get some salt. Get the ice gem. And then if we go up here, I wonder what the stair room encounter table counts as. So up there, cross yonder bridge. Get some salt to get some flavor. Let's go! Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. Down here. So, chat, I can just talk to... Yeah, he just walks around like a random guy. Penetrating cold around these parts is an impediment to training, but with focus one can overcome. So... Alright. It's time, chat. 20% chance for Sneasler. About a 15% chance for Sliggoo or Goodra. 20% chance for Avalugg. 5% chance for Sandslash. 10% chance for Mamoswine. So that is 20, 30... About a 35% chance to land a miss. About a 50% chance to potentially get a really good goat. I'm really, really hoping for Sneasler. Just making sure Jane has Shed Shell, Citrus Berry, Lepa Berry, Citrus Berry, Citrus Berry. Sneasler, please. Sneasler, please. My wife is covering her ears. I want to believe. Please, 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 please. Let's go! Yes! I don't care. I'm getting that screenshot. I'm getting that screenshot. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's Hannah. Okay. Okay. Go to our bag. Quick Ball is a guaranteed catch on a turn 1 against this thing. We have 21 of them. Welcome to the team, Sly. Welcome to the team. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm sharing that with fucking Discord. Because of its wicked poison and daunting physical prowess, no other species could hope to best it on frozen highlands. It prefers solitude and doesn't form packs. Give a nickname to the captured Sneasler. S-L-Y. We could continue exploring Shoal Cave. I don't care. I'm using the escape rope. I'm using the escape rope, and we're gonna look at that Sneasler. Oh my god. Alright, chat, we want, plus speed would be the best thing, plus attack is second best thing. Lonely. Holy shit. Holy shit. He's cracked. Oh my god. Insane guy. Hannah. Oh my god. Hannah, wake up, Hannah.
Hannah, wake up.
Hannah, wake up. Christmas came early.
Harley, wake up.
Plus attack. All of its IVs are above 15. Even with minus defense, 27 IV. 29 SPDF, 20 speed. Oh my god! We've been waiting so long, chat. Chat, our encounter luck has been so bad. Chat, it's been so bad for so long. The best thing we got was 30% Barraskewda. Look at these moves. Fake out, knock off, close combat, flex slot. Its best stab poison type attack is Poison Jab, which is a tutorable move. Oh my god.
This thing's scary.
I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy. I don't know if this fixes Tate and Liza, but this thing might save Chaucer's life. Genuinely, it might make it so we don't need to sack Noivern in cast form to Preston and Mara. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I'm doing an at everyone in stream announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I'm shaken. I was just happy to, like, we could have gotten the most podunk Sneasler, and I would have been happy. Because its base stats are so insane, it kind of doesn't matter. And it has inner focus. Another thing is that it has inner focus, which is a really good ability, and we've only had one guy with it.
I wish we had used that opportunity to hop over champion for this thing.
Honestly.
This is so exciting.
Why does it say we've been live for 7 hours and 50 minutes? Okay, good. Doesn't even matter what your Shifu is. You're not wrong, Sour. This thing kind of... Oh my god. Yeah, Yeah, Jesus. You adjusted your system... Oh, I adjusted my system clock. That's really funny. I should fix that. No, I shouldn't, because I do need to get the rest of the stuff in Shoal Cave. Yeah, let's get this thing exported. Tools, the scripting. Oh, that's right, I was going to send a text to someone. Sorry, hold on. Like, I know that I literally just spent a bunch of time bitching about our encounter luck, but the one thing that we have had on lock is, like, relatively good IVs across the board and a lot of really solid natures. Plus attack Beware, plus attack Dragonite, plus attack Sneasler. I can also get the rest of these guys out of here. Take them to the trash, Your Honor. We didn't get punished for not getting Avalok. Poop Pokemon from the trash. So just... Sorry, I just noticed Suri's Jeezy on your win. Oh my god, this is like maybe the most cracked thing we've gotten since Garchomp. I can't wait for Hannah to wake up and see that encounter. It's... oh my god. And what's your hidden power, buddy? We're never gonna use it, but I like to know. Psychic. Ooh. I, like... oh my god. Getting this right before going into TNL gym. Okay, And also, like, see, funny enough, the nice thing is that Sneasler is a dupe for a lot of routes because Sneasler counts for Weavile. And, like, Weavile and Sneasler are on a lot of, like, routes with a lot of really cracked guys. So in a way, it also, like, ups our odds of getting, like, a goat later, too. Also, Sneasler, your base attack is 130, so 13 plus 5. You have a beat-up power of 18. Relevant. I don't even know what I'm doing now. Like, God. Yeah, but you get to hang out. You get to chill. Put Havara in the front of the party now. Yeah, hold on. I do need to enter them on the thing. Shoal Cave Ice Room, Shoal Cave Other Room, Shoal Cave Entrance, Sneasel, Weavile, oop. Sneasel H, Sneasler. Did I mark off Hisui and Zorua? I did. Hisui, Arcanine, Hisui. That's, like, if we can keep that Sneasel alive, it's genuinely an E4 contender. Okay, I need to be a person again. I need to be a person again and play the game. Thanks, Quick Ball. So, there is a guy in the base of Shoal Cave. There's Breaking Swipe TM. Oop. So, first things first, let's get back to the cave. And also resync our system clock. Set time zone automatically. We got Barrascuda and we got Sneasler. We can make it through Shoal. Not Shoal Cave, Seafloor Cavern. Like, genuinely, I think that is the gas that we need to potentially, like, finish out this run. I was talking to Hannah a while ago, and I'm like, I feel like our box has a lot of, like, really solid 6, 7, and 8s, but we've been really missing a lot of hard-hitting 9s, and, like, I don't think our box had a single proper 10. And that was an 11. Okay. Just saving the game again. I know it doesn't matter, but I still do that. We already fought. Confirming once again that repellent is on. I was looking for that cunty little hip hop chat. I fixed the system clock. Fuck. Readjust system clock. Oh my god. Oh, interesting. On my computer, it says live time is back to being 1 hour and 57 minutes. That's funny. Adjust date and time. Set time automatically off. Change time. 5 in the afternoon. Okay. I'm so excited to try calcing with this thing. Like, Hannah's told me before that it's like, if you get Sneasler and, like, a solid one, like, calcing with it feels like cheating half the time. And chat, let me tell you, I'm ready to start cheating. Not actually. Don't. In Minecraft. I'm just gonna be this for the rest of the stream. Apologies in advance. Yeah, so nothing else in here. This takes us back up to the top room. So we come out of there. And then... okay. Down that hole. And and then out this one. So I don't think we actually need to gather the shoal salt and shells in order to make the shell bell, but I'm doing it anyways for funsies. A well-seasoned encounter, you know? I think that's 3 of them. Already got the item from here. That should be 4. I think you don't. It does help cooking. If you know, you know. Lamau. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know, actually. Hold on, wait. I assume that's just a food joke, but it's phrased in a way that makes me wonder. Okay. Chat, fun fact about me is that I love me a good ice puzzle. I think they're fun.
She's crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy. I like puzzles. I like mind twisters. Hold on. So if we go here, and then down here, and down, right, up. So, oh, I'm betting that this is the guy who teaches you Avalanche and Frost Breath. Chat, if this is a fight, I'm reloading. Secret retreat for years. The low temperature keeps my mind sharp and my body young. Would you be interested in learning about my cold therapy? Frost Breath, Avalanche. Genuinely having a consistent tutor for usable ice-type moves is so nice. Frost Breath is functionally Ice Beam. Base 60 power, always crits. It can't freeze, but we're not relying on Ice Beam freezes anyways. And Avalanche is essentially a 120 power ice-type attack with perfect accuracy. It's a 60 power, but it does double damage if you get hit first, and it has -4 priority. The Shell Bell is a held item that gives all of your moves the draining property for 1/8 of damage dealt. It's all in all pretty much just worse than leftovers, but like, I think we can find some use for it. I feel like it's going to be kind of cool on Lucario. It's definitely going to be cool on Sneasler. Like, I'm just thinking about like Boltcario. Izzy, did you see it? Hi, Izzy, welcome to stream. Did you see it, Izzy? That doesn't do it. That does it. TM for Breaking Swipe. Also, really solid TM. And I think that's everything there is to find in Shoal Cave. We got the rare candy, we got the salts, the shells, we got Heal Pulse, Breaking Swipe, the Ice Gem, the Fighting Gem. Yeah, that's everything. April being like, you're cute, GF, asking if you saw the cute thing she got. Look, Sneasler is cute. Little sweetie. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Such a cunty mon. Genuinely though, like the black and purple painted nails, the one long lock of hair, the like demonic eyeliner, the hip pop. Okay. Chat, I hope you enjoyed the last bit of action we're gonna be seeing for a couple streams now. Because we now have to commit to the long calc. What is the long calc, you might be asking? We've talked about it a couple of times at this point. Tate and Liza's gym potentially requires some resource investment, and our resources at this point in time are relatively sparse. We currently only have 3 heart scales to our name. We're doing middling on rare candies. We have 6. Ideally, we only get to use like 1 or 2 more rare candies before endgame because we want to have 6 by the time we get to the Elite 4. So we have a couple of rare candies. The main thing is the heart scales, because if we use a heart scale to max an IV or relearn a move, we lose the ability to change a nature, which we might need to do for Greninja to fight Tate and Liza. One of my favorite videos out there is a woman playing ZA and talking about the Sneasler carry option like Mean Girl. It's so fun. Or it's talking about the Sneasler carry option like a Mean Girl. Nice. So, for this reason, especially because we might need to sack some Pokemon to these double battles. They're really tough. I want to calc every fight before we do the first one. Similar to Magma Hideout, because I don't want to accidentally lock ourselves into a checkmate position. Can I send links? I think it deserves a share. Dagger, are you in the Discord? Because I would say drop a link in the Discord if you're there, and if you're not, hop in. Hashtag not spawn, hashtag spawn. Oh yeah, let's get my date and time set automatically again. So glad we got that before Tate and Liza, though. Because one of our issues with these double battles is that they're gym fights, so we can't pre-status, and I am not avoiding using it since the ID verification news. That's fair. Yeah, I need to figure out what to do about that. Thank you for hopping in, though. Let me just really quickly... That's right, I finally set it up so that way people who join automatically have the bud roll. But I will break my rule to share that video. Thank you, Dagger. Chat, I just want to marvel at my weasel again. I just want to marvel at that fucking rat. Dilf. Twink death because the twink is killing you. Look at it. 20 speed. 19 attack. Oh my god. 29 special attack is why not. Attack boosting nature is so clutch too. I was gonna say. Like, hold on. Okay, what's our Lucario's attack stat? Chat, our Lucario, which is 13 levels higher than Sneasler, with a perfect attack IV, has an attack stat of 218. 225. Genuinely, like, is it stronger than Dragonite? No, I think Dragonite and it have, Dragonite has a slightly higher base attack. Yeah, okay, so, like, what are this thing's stats at 85? I gotta know. Yeah, 266. It is, in fact, stronger than Dragonite. Wait, hold on. So, I want to look up Noivern. Psychics, Preston, and Mara. Yep, that's what I want to see. Okay, Hyper Voice. Notably, we don't show a kill to Hyper Voice, which is problematic. Okay. Although, yeah, at what level do you have to be? We're actually slightly punished by ours having a really good special defense, which is funny. Like, okay. Actually, we probably wouldn't have gotten that much of a change if our defenses were bad. So the thing with this fight is that we need to make sure that Sylveon sees a kill on something turn 1. And ideally, we have a guy who baits attacks from Noivern, so that way he doesn't set up Tailwind and can use Fake Out on it. Unfortunately, Sneasler being fighting poison type means that Hyper Voice with Pixiate is only a neutral hit. And Misty Explosion doesn't count for the calculation for obvious reasons. So, a bit of a pain in the neck. But like... Gunshot 147, like... Poison Jab... I'm actually kind of shocked that doesn't outright kill Sylveon. Like, it does with a held item, but... Though, what I will say is Sneasler does still bait Hurricane kill from Noivern. So there's still potentially something here. Which is nice. Use Barrascuda. Greninja, potentially. But, like, what are we doing there, right? Because Greninja can't outspeed Noivern to kill it. Here, let me, I've got to find something that isn't the Phoenix Wright tunes at some point. Oh, I want to click on that video you sent, but I should do it when I'm not streaming. Okay, so Tate and Liza's gym has, I want to say, 5 trainers, and all of them are double battles, not counting Tate and Liza themselves. So let's see. There is the fight that is considered the most difficult in the entire game by the mod creator, Dexa, which is Psychics Preston and Mara as the openers. There are Psychics Blake and Samantha. Virgil and Gentleman Nate. Psychics, or Psychic Hannah and Battle Girl Sylvia. Hexmaniac Kathleen and Psychic and Nicholas. And then Gentleman Clifford and Psychic Macy. So there are 6 double battles, and then Tate and Liza themselves. Notably, just to fuck with players, normally in original Emeralds, Tate and Liza are a double battle, and you know, that's the thing. So in this game, they're actually a back-to-back, which is funny and also awful. It's fucking miserable, because that means we have to fight 8 Pokemon. And that includes both of the Laddies, both forms of Hoopa, Mega Metagross, Mega Latias, Azelf, like 6 legendaries, and Mega Metagross, and then there's also a Zoroark there. I am kind of curious, though. I do want to jump up to Tate. Because I do just want to see... So, one of the main reasons I'm really excited about Sneasler is I think with its particular set of skills, it does. It answers Azelf. So, this Azelf is really annoying. It has Stealth Rocks, and it has like Future Sight, Explosion, and a Focus Sash. It's really hard to prevent it from setting up Stealth Rocks and then finding a time to clear them later. The original plan to answer this was to give our Greninja a plus speed nature, fling a King's Rock at it because we're faster, and then KO with like Dark Pulse or something. But Sneasler at level 85 is able to, though it is slower than Azelf, hit it with Fake Out, and then on the following turn, it shows a kill to Future Sight, which means it has to go for Future Sight. But, as we all know at this point, Future Sight is a move that does not hit the turn that it's used, so it sets up Future Sight to kill us, doesn't do anything, and then we kill it with Knockoff. Super duper nice. I'm not sure how good of a lead it is for Liza, I mean, it baits Psychic consistently. Wait, hold on. Poison Jab. It just kills Tapu Lele. It gets a fast... It gets a fast kill on Tapu Lele. Couldn't you also do knockoff turn 1 and force Azelf to explode turn 2? Yeah, probably. Like, and I would like to note, Sneasler 1 KOs Tapu Lele without a damage boosting item. Chat, so I've been kind of looking at how to fight Tate and Liza, and I'm like, I really don't have a good lead for Tapu Lele. I don't have a really good answer to it. My best way to get to Tapu Lele is to like sack to Excadrill. It shows that it doesn't have a move here. That's a lie. It actually has the move Nature's Madness, which is functionally Super Fang. It cuts your HP in half. And because it would be highest damaging move, Tapu Lele would always go for it against Excadrill. So one possible option that risked wiping, it had a 2.5% risk to wipe to Azelf, was for Excadrill to rapid spin away the rocks that Azelf sets up. We would then have to max its attack stat and get rid of one of its moves for X-Scissor to be able to follow up and KO. And then Excadrill with full HP would be the thing that we would start with against Tapu Lele. And it would go for, hold on, 85. It would go for Nature's Madness, and we could kill it with a like Metal Coat boosted Iron Head. But we don't need to do that. And it's like, again, it risked a 2.5% chance to wipe the run if Azelf clicked knockoff into Excadrill instead of Stealth Rocks. A thing to note is that... oh, wait, no, I don't think we needed the damage boosting item. I think does 31 attack Excadrill just kill Tapu Lele? No, it doesn't. Oh, it would have been a rapid spin into Iron Head. That's what it would have been. Yeah. But now we don't need to do that because Sneasler beats both of them. Oh my god. And yeah, also knockoff turn 1 to force Azelf to explode turn 2 is a very good point. I do know that the strats some people do. I think it would require us to invest a dark type. It would require us to invest either Life Orb or Black Glasses into Sneasler. I think we could probably do it with Muscle Band. And honestly, Muscle Band isn't a bad get for Sneasler because all of its moves do fuckloads of damage. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at... I don't know if it's under 10% or at 1% that makes it a guaranteed explosion. So, exploding moves. I have to remember that these are all, like, hyperlinked. Yeah, if AI is below 10% HP, it is a plus 10 to boom. Wouldn't that be less than Future Sight still? Like, hold on. Would it boom? Because... Okay, let me get in the Sil Calc for this. Let's export Sneasler. Copy. Sil Calc R&B. Because I'm pretty sure because it sees a kill with Fake Out, it goes for that instead. AI can't click Leech Seed on mons already Leech Seeded. Glare now correctly disincentivized for electric types. Ooh. Chat, one of my favorite things about the Sil Calc here is, where is it? Fix logic with counter mirror code. Yeah. Obstruct follows protect logic. I think this is in here because of me. I, like, while we were calcing Aqua Hideout, I was having this big crisis trying to figure out, like, Obstruct was the only protect move that didn't have protect logic baked into the Sil Calc, so I was wondering if it had unique AI, because if Obstagoon clicked Obstruct, it could have potentially, like, caused us to wipe. So I, like, kept asking and no one had a straight answer for me. So I think this got added in after the fact because I spent so much time yapping in a Discord about it. Okay. So let's set this to 72. Current level. And then as elf, leader Tate. Auto refresh. Cool. Very funny. Explosion. So, assuming it is not first turn out, as elf is at 1 HP. Yeah, it's always future sight. Oh wait, that's 72. Hold on. Yeah, it's still always future sight. Well, no. Turn 1, it would go for future sight instead of stealth rocks. Oh, yeah, you're totally right, Izzy. Yeah, no, because it would always go for future sight over stealth rocks because a fast kill is a higher priority than turn 1 stealth rocks. See? But yeah, no, you're totally right. It'll use future sight turn 1 and then turn 2 because it can't use future sight and it doesn't see a kill with knockoff. It just goes for explosion. So, yeah, that is super duper correct of you, Izzy. I just didn't think about the fact that, like, it already sets up future sight, so it can't click it. That being said, it would be sets up future sight is turn 1, gets KO'd. The problem is that I would need to swap to something that can bulk both future sight and explosion. And, like, I don't think I can do that. I do think I need to set it up so that way I can hopefully swap into a dark type. Like, ideally, at 85, Latios standard, because uses future sight, goes down, swap to a dark type. I think it would take one more turn to go off. It's hard to determine. Like doing the math off the top of my head. This thing's crazy. We are gonna get rid of Gunk Shot though. It just doesn't do anything. Like it's 85 accurate. We're never clicking it. Like the main reason Sneasler is so good is that it's faster than everything. But the nice thing is that it becomes a flex slot. We can teach this thing Aerial Ace. We can teach it Rock Smash. We can teach it Avalanche. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, yeah, I was literally just talking about... So now we have a guy who can use a really effective base 120 power ice move. I suppose it requires me to get hit first, and Sneasler isn't exactly great at taking. Brick Break 2 for Seafloor Cavern, yeah. This thing's so cool. Yeah. 19 attack plus attack nature. Go to hell. Yeah, wait, this thing has like an 80 special defense, which isn't like insane, but it's like almost as specially bulky as Torterra. That's really funny. Because it uses it. There's one turn in between. It's like, I wish that Greninja... At 85 Greninja, do you outspeed Latios? Damn it. Barely not. But we might have to use... So Greninja might be our answer to Mega Metagross. So we might use a rare candy for it. Which means that we could swap Greninja in on Mega Latios, fling a King's Rock at it, because we swap in on Zen Headbutt, fling King's Rock, Latios flinches, then we blank Future Sight. And then we can PP stall Latios. This is so cool. This is so... Oh my god. Okay. Do we worry about that later, or do we Calc Tate and Liza now? Also, the other thing that makes this huge is our lead for this fight, we planned on, like, changing Greninja's nature. Now that we don't need to do that, that potentially frees up Heart Scales to teach Kecleon roleplay, which means we might actually be able to do the Hoopa heist. Chat, for those of you who aren't familiar with Run and Bun, this game very intentionally takes away the player's ability to steal items off enemy Pokemon. Because everything in this game has a competitive moveset, if you could effectively use Thief against every guy that has leftovers, you could kit your entire team with Choice Bands, Choice Specs, leftovers. Very, very, like, shatters the game balance. Incredibly powerful items. However, there was a slight oversight. Presumably, it could have been intentional. Every run gets a Kecleon. It's the only thing you can encounter in Fortree City, unless you're in like New Game Plus. Kecleon can use a Heart Scale to get the move Roleplay. Roleplay says you steal your target's ability, you copy it. Hoopa's ability is Magician, which says whenever you deal damage with a contact move, steal the target's item. Hoopa has leftovers. Leftovers is part of a sacred set of 5 items, referred to as the scanner items, that you typically only get access to after you beat Space Center and get Dive. Where you essentially go and find an item called the scanner, give it to Captain Stern. I think Magician is just any move, not just contact. Oh, that's sweet. I mean, it doesn't really change anything with Kecleon, I don't think. Let me see. Oh yeah, if it hits with an attack. Yeah, wowzers. The one consequence of that is that Kecleon can't be holding an item. It needs to have an open hand to, you know, take leftovers into. But Hoopa here has Hyperspace Hole, a Psychic type move, Shadow Ball, a Ghost type move, and Aura Sphere, a Fighting type move. What do those 3 types all have in common? There's a type that's immune to them somewhere. Which means, if you can get Hoopa in last, which isn't a particularly difficult thing to do, you can PP stall it out of Hyperspace Hole, Shadow Ball, and Aura Sphere so that it's left-clicking Substitute. And out of curiosity, Hoopa, if you go down to just Struggle, you don't do that much to Kecleon, that's nice. You said stall? Funny. Once you fully PP stall it, you can bring in Kecleon, click Roleplay. I need to see if Roleplay bypasses Substitute. It does. Roleplay bypasses Substitute. You gain its ability. You steal the leftovers. But what I was saying about the scanner items is you find an item called the scanner, you give it to Captain Stern, and he gives you either the Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, Choice Band, Assault Vest, or leftovers. Now, you aren't limited to only accessing one of those items for the rest of your run. You can just only have one at a single point in time. In order to say, I have the Choice Scarf right now, but I want the Assault Vest, I have to trade it in to get the Assault Vest. Leftovers is on that list, which means that if I steal leftovers, I get a second scanner item. And it can, I believe it can be 2 choice. I don't know if it can be 2 of the same item. I'll actually have to ask someone about that. It does. I tested it a while ago. Oh, what? Roleplay hitting through Substitute? Does Magician ignore Substitute? Also, another question. Do you get healed between fights in Tate and Liza? Like, presumably not, right? Because then if you lost your lead, it would be the first thing on the field versus Tapu Lele, and that kind of breaks Nuzlocke rules. And this game is kind of designed to be Nuzlocked, so... You can have 2 of the same scanner items, no healing between fights. Awesome. Yeah. technically it's possible to get infinite scanner items by exploiting a bug, because if you trade in a scanner item while one of your Pokemon is holding the item, it doesn't get removed from them. But that's obviously cheating, and we aren't doing that. What's referred to as the Tate and Liza heist is pretty accepted practice. And honestly, in our run, we didn't get Golisopod, we didn't get the Iron Ball, we didn't get Dragapult, we didn't get Hydreigon. I think our run remains virtuous if we try to pull off the heist. There is actually a player whose name I don't know who performed the mythic double heist, because the second fight has Hoopa Unbound, who also has Magician as their ability, and a Latias with Soul Dew, Beyond Mill. Is it Bion Mill or Beyond? I don't know how to pronounce the name. I've only seen like the one video, and I don't think he said his own name. Buy One Mill. Whatever. But he had a Gardevoir who naturally gets Skill Swap, which trades abilities. And I believe Dark Psychic Fighting. Yeah, Hoopa Unbound is equally PP stallable. So he got Hoopa Unbound's ability and then used it to steal Soul Dew from Latias using a Gardevoir. Buy 1 mil? Okay. Neat. I can't believe we got it. So, I kind of accepted that our run was going to be heistless because I just felt like we didn't really have the heart scale flexibility to give Kecleon roleplay, because as mentioned, if we use any scale on anything, we can't change a nature. But now that we have one of the best possible leads against Azelf, Sneasler, we're kind of chilling. Kind of really chilling. Okay. So, oh wait, no, that's Mega Latias. Yes. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, because Sneasler baits in standard Latias that sees a fast kill with only Zen Headbutt before it Mega evolves. So we can absolutely get Greninja on the field. And yeah, if we use a rare candy on Greninja to handle Mega Metagross. Okay. We should start actually calcing fights. So I have a line for Preston and Mara. That requires 2 sacks, but it is a line. I'll see if we need to recook it later, but let me show it off right now. So we open with Noivern and Cast Form. The important thing here is that their Noivern doesn't see a kill on our Noivern, but it does see a kill on Cast Form. And our Noivern is faster than Sylveon and shows it a kill with Hyper Voice. So what's going to happen is turn 1, we send out Noivern in Cast Form. Noivern sets up Tailwind. Sylveon uses Hyper Voice, which guaranteed knocks out both Cast Form and Noivern, assuming their Noivern like misses an attack. We then bring in Greninja and Lucario. We would teach Greninja Ice Punch. And we would give Greninja the Never Melt Ice. And then we would need to level it up to 83. Yeah, 83. But thankfully, because the thing that you have to worry about with Sylveon is once the Pixie Gem is gone, you need to make sure you still have a guy on the field who shows a kill to Hyper Voice. Otherwise, Sylveon can just click Protect. And Greninja is great here because it's very fast, very offensive, and very frail. Now, Tailwind is currently up. It's Noivern and Sylveon. Thanks to Tailwind, Greninja runs laps around Noivern, KOs it with Never Melt Ice boosted Ice Punch. Just takes it off the field. And then Lucario with... Can we do it with Muscle Band? We could do it with Muscle Band. Either Muscle Band or Metal Coat is able to one-hit KO Sylveon with Meteor Mash. They both go down. We are faster than everything, so I believe we want the Metagross slot to look at the Lucario slot to see fast out damage. Or, sorry, slow out damage. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Metagross comes in no matter what. And then Greninja baits in Gardevoir because we show a fast kill to Mismagius. So, Gardevoir hits the field, Metagross hits the field. Now, there is special coding in this game. If a Pokemon has a priority move, if a Pokemon on the enemy team has a priority move that is super effective against their partner, and their partner is holding the weakness policy item, they are hard-coded to always hit their partner unless they see a fast kill. Thanks to Tailwind, Gardevoir absolutely does not see a fast kill on Greninja or Lucario, and notably, neither Greninja nor Lucario threaten a fast kill to Metagross. This is important because it means that Metagross never clicks a Bullet Punch, because it doesn't think it's about to get killed. Gardevoir attacks Metagross with Shadow Sneak, proccing its weakness policy. Thanks to Tailwind, Lucario and Greninja both outspeed Metagross. Dark Pulse from Greninja, Aura Sphere from Lucario. We KO this thing super easy. We just all take it out together. Everyone hits Metagross. So that's turn 3 of Tailwind. Then in comes Drifblim. Drifblim hits the field. It sees kind of nothing in particular. The important thing about this Drifblim is that it has Unburden, so once Gardevoir hits it and procs its weakness policy, it becomes really fast. But thanks to the last turn of Tailwind, both of our guys still outspeed Drifblim. So, Greninja and Lucario both attacking into Drifblim, KO it, turning it into a 2v1. Gardevoir is on the field. Gardevoir, at this point, Tailwind is gone, but Gardevoir is 1 point of speed slower than Lucario. Lucario KOs Gardevoir with Meteor Mash. In comes Mismagius. Mismagius sees Mystical Fire on Lucario as highest damage, or it could go for Shadow Ball into Greninja. We can't use Black Glasses. We have to use Nevermelt Ice. That's right. It has a Focus Sash, so we can't one-hit KO it. And it could do a lot of damage to Lucario. So it's essentially just going to be Greninja clicks like Night Slash into it. We swap Lucario to something that doesn't die to Mystical Fire. I don't think we have anything with a priority move that hits Mismagius. Oh yeah, we've got like Sucker Punch. Yeah, so we could swap to like Houndoom. And then Houndoom can click Sucker Punch into it to take it down. OMG Drifblim, there's a devious team running around VGC with it right now. What's it doing? Is it just like unburden shit? So, but the point here is that we have a 5-guy line to take care of the hardest fight in the entire like game, according to the mod's creator. With the caveat that it costs us 2 sacks, one of which of a whatever Pokemon. Like, the thing about Cast Form is that we're not sad about sacking it. We just like Cast Form because it dies to anything. We've kept it minimized, baton passed into Dondozo Tatsugiri. Fucked up. Oh, that's really fucked up. I just like... I didn't know that VGC allowed for minute. Oh wait, that's VGC, not Smogon. I remember my first ever competitive team had a Toxic Stall Blissey because I was a stupid baby who'd realized, like, wait a second, what if they can never hit you with moves? And then you click Toxic, and then you click the healing moves, you just win, right? And I was right, and I won every fight. It's not true. It's not true at all. So, we have the line. We can see if we can recook it later to get something better. For right now, though, I do want to write this down. So... get that in bold. Moss Deep. Gym. No pre-status. No pre-damage. Okay, so let me get some things written down. So we have Psychic Preston and Psychic Mara. Notes. So they open Noiv and Sylve. I'm not even joking when I say that Sneasler may have saved the run. And then we have Psychic Blake and Samantha. So let's copy that. Psychic Blake. Out of curiosity, with this, yeah, Eviolite Porygon 2. Cool guy on campus. Sneasler. Hold on, I don't think you do it with Black Belt. Sneasler! Sneasler, you're fucking nasty! You're fucking nasty! And wait, does that Berserker have Fake Out? Yeah, it does. It's a Trick Room team. And the guy that fast kills the Trick Room setter is immune to Fake Out. Nasty, nasty man. Which also means, I think... Yeah, Lucario shows a fast kill to Berserker, so I think Berserker has to click Fake Out into Lucario, which means we can force a Steadfast proc? So we don't even need Life Orb. We could just Fake Out Porygon 2. Lucario gets a free speed boost. Sneasler kills Porygon. Lucario kills Berserker. In comes a Bronzong. Do we just kill it with Knockoff? Okay, we don't. Well, hold on. That's 72. Yeah, we don't just kill it with Knockoff. It'd be really funny, though. Because I assume, okay, you have Trick Room, you have Trick Room, you have Trick Room. Does that Rampardos really only have Head Smash and Rock Slide? Yeah, so the nice thing about Trick Room teams is that if you can prevent them from setting up Trick Room, it's just a bunch of really slow Pokemon that you kind of get to, like, dance on. Chat on Euphoric. Oh my god. Mintmod, how are we going to celebrate? How are we going to celebrate today? How are we going to have a good time once I'm done with stream? Opens Pori 2. I knew that this gym had a Porygon 2 in it, and I was really worried because we were missing our Porygon 2 killer, Kethri, but we found a new one. So Pori 2 and Purr. Psychic. Virgil. And Nate. Are you two both psychics? I don't need to get your trainer classes right, but I want to. Gentleman Clifford. Hold on, so. We do have Psychic, 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 Psychic Virgil, and Gentleman Nate. Okay, opens with... Oh no, not a Crocodile with Intimidate. Oh, it's the... Oh, fuck, this is the, Fling team. Yeah, so this fight is actually bugged, which makes it incredibly free. The gimmick is that one of the trainers has a bunch of Pokemon with boosting berries that they want to fling at their partner, but because of how it's coded, it doesn't understand that it's not holding a flingable berry anymore after it throws it, so one trainer just doesn't do anything. And your two Pokemon can just kind of bully the other thing. Oh, that's really clever. I just noticed. Salic Berry, Fling is a dark type move into Gothitelle to proc weakness policy. That's fucked up. Yeah, like 85. Black belt. Okay. So opens crew and goth. Okay. After that, Psychic Hannah, and I think it's Battle Girl Sylvia. Battle Girl. Okay. Opens with Noivern and Sylveon. Now opens with Meow and Conk. Poison Jab, Ice Punch, Mach Punch. Oh yeah, it's competitive, not Psychic Surge. Interesting. So many of these fights just have a fake out guy. Genuinely getting an inner focus Pokemon was such a lifesaver. Okay. So that's them. Hex Maniac, Kathleen, and something Nicholas. I think Psychic Nicholas. Hex Maniac. Open with, or sorry, opens Probe, and Exca. Gentleman Clifford. And Psychic Macy. Clifford and Macy are really funny. They open with a Pissimian and a level 1 Meryl. I appreciate that they made the Meryl level 1. Honestly, that's kind of a... That's kind of an ups for the player, I think. Because they just as easily could have made this thing, yeah, level 85. And still just only given it Misty Explosion. So the gimmick to Clifford and Macy is that Pissimian here has the ability Receiver, which says whenever a Pokemon dies, it gets their ability. So Meryl KOs itself using Misty Explosion, giving Pissimian the ability Huge Power, which doubles its attack stat, so it gives it a functional attack of 240. So, you know, they could have been really mean and just made that Meryl, like, really high level, because like its only move is Misty Explosion, so it always dies turn 1, and Pissimian is hard coded to always click Detect turn 1. That Meryl fight is just free encores. Yeah, no, I do believe I like kind of pocket calced a line for this because Ledian is able to set up Tailwind and then encore Pissimian. Chat for context, double battle AI is weird with switching. I'm pretty sure the only situation that a double battle Pokemon switches out is Parasong. So if you encore something into clicking an ineffective move like Detect, it kind of, it can't swap out, which is neato. Boss, gym leader, taint. Boss, gym leader, Liza. Okay, I want something else to listen to, because I'm now realizing these songs loop more often than I think they do. Ooh, you know what? Let's do Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer's music mix. Okay. I just really want to quickly look at something. I could shoot for a Pandora, that'd be funny. Okay. God damn it. There we go. Opens. Don't want that to be bold. Opens as L. Zell. Open with notes. Open Tapu L. Open with okay. Let's write down that first line and then I'm probably gonna call it. I kind of want to figure out some of these calcs on my own time. Not that it really matters, but so doesn't matter about that. We do need to get Greninja up to 83. I think we established. Never melt ice. Cool. Level up Gren to 83. Equip Gren with Never Melt Ice. Equip Luca with... Did we establish we could do it with Muscle Band? I think we could. Yeah, we could. Cool. Okay. And then, like, I don't know, fucking... Yeah, I guess we can give Houndoom, Houndamite, just for the funsies of it, to beat up Ms. Magus. Hell, fuck. Mega Houndoom, how much do you do to this thing? You do a lot with Sucker Punch. But you don't actually do that many hits with beat up now that I think about it, and you're slower. Because everything's fast as fuck in run and bun land. Equip Hound with black glasses. Open with Noive and cast. Use T or Tailwind. Sack Lamau. Hold on, I guess. Use Tailwind and sack to Gren. Die fast Lamau. Just sack to Lucario. Sack to Luca. Tailwind 4 out of 4. OHKO Noive with Eye Punch. OHKO Sylve with Lamash. Tailwind. 3. Sorry, 3 or 4. Swap to Guard and Meta. Use D-Pulse on Meta. KO Meta with a Sphere. Tailwind 2 out of 4. Swap to Guard and Drift. Use it's like I don't want to accidentally KO it too fast, but I suppose if we KO it too fast, yeah, if Lucario is clicking Aura Sphere. Well, because I suppose if Greninja accidentally kills Drifblim and Lucario kills Gardevoir, that doesn't change anything. Then it's just Miss Maggie's comes out a turn earlier, and that doesn't change nothing. Use D-Pulse on Drift. KO Drift with Lamash. Tailwind 1 of 4. Tailwind's gone. Swap to Guard. Use D-Pulse on Guard. KO Guard with Lamash. Swap to Miss 'em. Use K/ on Miss 'em. Swap Luca to Hound. Use K/ on. Sorry, I'll do KO for both of them. KO Miss 'em with K/ KO Miss 'em with S Punch. Because it's technically not guaranteed that Miss Magius would actually even click a... Well, I don't think it can use Psych Up, because it doesn't have a partner with stat boosts. Copies all the target's current stat changes, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, Gardevoir has, like, Helping Hand to boost Metagross and Icy Wind to debuff your side of the field. And then Ms. Magius has Psych Up to copy the stat changes of, like, Drifblim, especially if it gets Unburdened, because that also doubles its speed. Real devious team. Thankfully, we have, like, the perfect answer to set us up for a sweep and to turn it into a 2v1. Okay. We got it. We got Sneasler. And we cleared the fight to get into Shoal Cave, which honestly, like, genuinely very difficult fight. Kim and Iris. It's an uphill battle, but as opposed to being like an 85-degree uphill battle. Wait, that's not actually. I mean, that's 90-degree. Yeah, so instead of being an 85-degree uphill battle, it's like a 60-degree uphill battle. And I can walk those. I might not be streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna see what's going on. My Tuesday date night got moved to this Sunday because my partner was sick. So I might do a stream in the morning, then do my date in the evening, or I might stream in the evening, do my date in the morning, or maybe I'm just out all day and don't stream. I'll post about it in the Discord. Chat, it's almost Mintmod's birthday, so you better send her some love. You better send her some love and well wishes. I think we're gonna get past this. I think we're gonna get past this great. It's gonna be awesome. Until then, folks, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us. We've got 7 people. That's enough to raid. Is anyone live right now? Oh, fuck. Dragabond's live. That's cute. Fuck it. I don't know what Dragabond is. Hold on. How long have they been up? I can't tell. Yeah, fuck it. Dragabond. Did I spell it right the first time? I did! Yippee! Okay, I'm sending you kids off to go hang out with Dragabond for the afternoon. The next stream is whenever. We'll figure it out. I'll post about it in the Discord, maybe. We got Sneasler. We got such a goated Sneasler. I can't wait to take this thing for a spin. I can't wait. But until then, folks, thank you so much for joining us. I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, folks. Sending out raid. And ending stream.